On Monday, October 24th, Joe Paul, interim USM president, visited Gulfport High School. Dr. Paul met GHS administration, student ambassadors, and prospective USM students. The GHS ambassadors gave Dr. Paul a tour of the campus prior to his speech. Mayor Billy Hughes introduced Dr. Paul to over 200 Gulfport High School junior and senior students. The students learned about the admissions process and all about the USM campuses. Dr. Paul told students that if they were thinking of going to USM, that they should visit the campus and speak with their staff. Dr. Paul spoke with students one-on-one if they had specific questions. In addition, students were also able to speak with admission counselors after the event.
Academic achievement is very important in being an Admiral. Last Thursday night, about 100 GHS students were inducted into the National Honor Society and the National Technical Honor Society. Students were invited to these service organizations based upon their academic abilities, but there's more to it than just having a minimum GPA. NHS Vice President Jeremy Wright explains.
And then after you're invited, you are sent an application that has 3 parts. It'll be leadership, character, and service, and you'll go into depth, and you also need teacher recommendations to do it.
The ceremony began with the presentation of colors by our ROTC, setting the tone for this meaningful service. Dr. Susan Bush explained the ideals and principles of NTHS, along with the chapter officers. Dr. Bush was joined by Dr. Brooks, Director of Academic Institutes, in presenting the students with their membership. Following the NTHS service, the National Honor Society inducted 75 new members. The sponsors, Ms. Tartar and Ms. Batson, detailed the NHS principals with the help of student officers. GHS principal, Ms. Husley, was there to help welcome the new members. Both these organizations are about elevating students beyond just grades. There's a great focus on developing the culture of service, leadership, and character in these students.
Then we get into community service. We help out a lot. We help out with the Humane Society and Lynn Meadows a lot. And if anybody in the community needs blankets or certain supplies, then we come together to gather the stuff for them.
We congratulate you. It marks the recognition of work well done this far. May it bring to you and to others an inspiration to go forward to greater achievements.
It is a great honor to be accepted into NHS.
Being in either of these two organizations says a lot about these students. They are the epitome of what it means to be an Admiral.
The yearbook is a way we can all see what we've done throughout the school year, the memories we made, and the honors that we received. Our yearbook actually got some of their own well-deserved recognition this past Wednesday. Miss White and her yearbook staff went up to Southern Miss Campus in Hattiesburg for the Mississippi Scholastic Press Association convention. Our yearbook students heard from several speakers and different aspects of journalism and photography.
We're here for our yearbook annual staff. This is our annual convention, our annual fall convention. And so the idea of us being here is it allows young journalists from all over the state of Mississippi to come together. They get to hear guest speakers, people who are professional in the industry. And then at the very end, we receive awards and recognition for any of the work that we've done the previous year.
Not only was this a learning opportunity for the students, but the GHS yearbook was in competition with other yearbooks from other high schools all over the state. Our talented Gulfport annual staff not only earned the Best Yearbook Award in the entire state of Mississippi, but also the Best Theme Development, Best Student Life Spread, and Best Overall Design.
It felt really good to go to MSPA and be recognized for putting in so much hard work and to finally get some recognition.
Someone's at every single event around the school, everyone is always there. We make sure everyone is involved in our book out of every single kid that's in our school.
I was a finalist for Best Yearbook Sports Photo in the state of Mississippi. Having this recognition has really opened my eyes to how important yearbook truly is.
My page was one of the finalists in the MSPA competition, and I feel like it really reflects how much hard work we put in last year. We spent hours coming up on the weekends, staying extra time after school to finish things up. We put so much dedication into this book, and I feel like our determination really got us the best yearbook in the state.
If you hadn't ordered a yearbook yet for this year, you really need to. It's made by the same team who just won all these honors, including, yes, best yearbook in the state after all.
I feel like sometimes people overlook how important a yearbook is. Think 20 years from now that your kids may be pulling your senior yearbook off the shelf and going through it. And I feel like with how modern technology is nowadays, I think that it's super special that a group of 22 girls is able to create something that important and make it look good at the same time.
In case you haven't noticed, it's Halloween. Now, most people believe that Halloween is a kid's thing and you outgrow it by the time you're in high school. But there are actually many students here that still get into the whole Halloween thing. We aren't surprised that students here are into the scary movies, but it seems you also still like to dress up and go trick-or-treating.
For Halloween, I think the best candy is Reese's.
I don't care what nobody say, Milky Way is the best candy.
Reese's Pieces or them Lifesaver gummies. Give me a bag of them and they're gone.
Me personally, I think the best candy for Halloween is probably Kit Kats.
My favorite candy is Starbursts because they're so juicy and good. And then you can get any color you want. It's so good.
My favorite Halloween candy's gotta be Dots. They are amazing. They're chewy. They're just great to sort of have one wrap.
My favorite candy is Reese's Cups because easy access.
Skittles and Kit Kats.
My favorite candy is Sour Patch Kids.
My favorite Halloween candy is Reese's.
My favorite Halloween candy is Snickers.
My favorite Halloween movie is Nightmare on Elm Street.
My favorite Halloween movie is Who Be Halloween.
My favorite Halloween movie is the original Scream.
My favorite Halloween movie is Hocus Pocus.
All right, whatever.
My favorite Halloween is Scream 2.
My favorite Halloween movie is The Nightmare Before Christmas.
I'm dressing up as Spider-Man.
I'm dressing up as Scooby-Doo.
I'm dressing up as a ring girl for Halloween.
A cheerleader. Okay, for Halloween, I was going to dress up as Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay, for Halloween, I think I'm going to wear my Wonder Woman shirt with a cape.
Saw a werewolf with a Chinese menu in his hand, walking through the streets of Soho in the rain. He was looking for the place called Lee Ho Fooks, gonna get a big dish of beef chow mein.